Hello friends and welcome back to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. Today we are continuing our replay of the 1961 World Series using Here's the Pitch Baseball. Now in this replay I'm going to be teaching how to play the game. I'm going to be going a little faster than we did in Game 1, so I'm calling this sort of a second demo, speeding up the pace a little bit, but still using Here's the Pitch and still sort of explaining as we go along how things go with the game. Game 1 is on my channel, but I'm going to spoil it in just a minute. If you haven't checked it out, or if you aren't familiar with Here's the Pitch, you can certainly get all the ordering information. I can send you a flyer on the game, as well as a flyer on a basketball game produced by Dominic as well, called Slam Dunk, and you can get all the ordering information off of these flyers. I'm going to put my email in the description for this video in case you don't know it, berglund.kurt@yahoo.com, and I will be happy to send you the flyers. I don't work for Here's the Pitch. I don't work for Slam Dunk. I don't work for Dominic, but I think these are fantastic products. A couple of other things before we get into the game. I'm going to be doing a Slam Dunk demo in the month of August, so that will be coming. I've never done a basketball game on my channel, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'll show you how Slam Dunk works and kind of go through the procedures for how to play. That is coming up in a few weeks. Also, if you have not checked out channel membership, you get a lot of stuff by being a member on my channel. You get access to exclusive videos, you get discounts on the secondary store, and you get free stuff every month. And the list of the archive is growing of things that are on my channel for members only. So for the replay, in Game 1, the Reds, unlike real life, the Reds took Game 1 of our replay of the 1961 World Series. And we're up to Game 2 now. This is the second game in Yankee Stadium. We're using the as-played lineups, of course, because if we don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours. In real life, or as the kids like to say, IRL, the Reds, this was the one game in the series that the Reds did actually win. It was a 6-2 victory for right-hander Joey J, who really did a nice job in shutting down the 1961 Yankee lineup. Now, they were still missing Mickey Mantle due to an infection in Game 2. Roger Maris had shifted over to play center field in Mantle's absence. The thing about the 61 Yankees, and you probably know this if you've used them in a simulation at all, excuse me, is that the bench is thin and the pitching staff is quite thin. And really, if you really look at the 61 Yankees, they were very beatable. And the problem for the Reds, I think, was that nobody outside of Cincinnati, and even I think some Reds in their own dugout, didn't believe that the Reds could actually beat the Yankees. Having said that, the Reds are often maligned. The 61 Reds are often maligned as one of the worst World Series teams, but they beat, and I think, really, as I look at this, the early 60s were the high water mark for competition in the National League pennant race. I don't think it's ever been topped when you have the Reds, the Pirates, the Giants, the Dodgers, and the Braves, and the emerging Cardinals, really competitive and in many ways evenly matched. So there was this image, partly because of the home run race between Mantle and Maris, partly because of the mystique of Whitey Ford, but also because the Reds were sort of not respected as maybe they should have been. That the Yankees were given more than their due. So we'll see what happens in the replay. It's going to be interesting. With no further... and so the Reds lead the series in our replay 1-0 at this point. The opposing pitchers today will be Ralph Terry for the homestanding Yankees against Joey J for the Reds. With no further ado, let's get to today's starting lineup. And here's the pitch baseball. If a pitcher does not have his own hitting card, like Ralph Terry does for the Yankees today, then you have to roll to see which hitting card he will actually be using. And here they are. So I'm rolling 2 dice and adding the totals together. It's an 11 that I rolled, so it is card number 3. So Joey J will be using card number 3. And I'm going to write that on the score sheet. All right. The starting lineups go like this. Again, as played, Elio Chacon will lead off at second base. Eddie Casco bats second at shortstop. Veda Pinson bats third in center field. Frank Robinson bats fourth in left field. Again, more room in left field in Yankee Stadium back in these days, and so Robinson was shifted from right to left. Gordy Coleman bats fifth. He'll play first. Wally Post bats sixth. He's moved from left to right field. Gene Freese bats seventh. He'll play third. And Johnny Edwards, the youngster, will bat eighth and do the catching. Joey J is on the mound for the Reds. He was 21-10 in 1961. With a 3.53 earned run average and 247 innings of work with 34 starts. All right. For the homestanding Yankees, their batting order for manager, and of course Fred Hutchinson was the manager for the 61 Reds. Bobby Richardson leads off for Ralph Houck. Tony at second base. Tony Kubek bats second at shortstop. Roger Maris bats third. He'll play center field today. Yogi Berra bats fourth. He'll be in left. Johnny Blanchard comes off the bench. He'll bat fifth and play right field. Elston Howard bats sixth. He'll catch. Bill Skowron bats seventh. He'll play first base. Clete Boyer bats eighth, playing third. And Ralph Terry is on the mound. He was 16-3 in 1961 with a 3.15 earned run average. He had 27 starts and 188 innings of work. So we are ready to go. Here's the pitch system. We're going to read the red die as the indicator. A red die of result of 1, 2, or 3 means we go off the batter's card. 4, 5, or 6 means we go off the pitcher's card. This is the score sheet that you get with Here's the Pitch, so we're going to be using that today as well. All right, so here we go. Elio Chacon will step into the batter's box against Ralph Terry, and here's the first pitch of the ball game. That's a 5-16 for result. So we're going to look on the 5 column and a 16 G6 ground ball chart. So what we're doing is we're looking at a right-handed batter, which is Chacon. The 16 is a G6 result. All right, so that means Tony Kubek. Tony Kubek is a 2 at shortstop. So now we're going to look at the ground ball result chart. And we're going to roll a couple dice. We have a 2 rated fielder, which is Kubek. 2 to 4, it'll be a line out. 10 to 12, it's a pop out. So we're going to add these two together. We have a 2-4. We have a 2 result. So that falls in the 2-4 range, and that will be a line out to Tony Kubek, and the game is underway at Yankee Stadium. And here's the pitch, plays just that easily. Eddie Casco is up now against Ralph Terry. And the pitch to him is a 3-32. So we're on the batter's card. A 32 is a fly ball F8. So that means it's heading toward Roger Maris. Roger Maris is a 2 outfielder. And so we're going to look on the flyout chart for a 2 rated fielder. We have bases empty. If we roll a 2, the batter is safe on an error by Maris. 9-12 line out shoestring catch. And Maris makes a normal catch. Can of corn for Roger Maris in center field, and there's 2 down in the Reds' first. Here's Veda Pinson, the Reds' center fielder. Terry winds and delivers to him. That is a 6, so it's going to be on the pitcher's card. 6 column, and a 61 is an SK. Now that is going to bring into play a potential rare play. And I'll show you how that works by looking at this chart. Anytime an SK result, before resuming play, we roll all 3 dice. If the white and blue dice total is 10, 11, or 12, an odd play has occurred. So we're going to roll all 3. And it's not a 10, or 11, or 12, so we don't have a rare play. So it's a strike to Veda Pinson. The next delivery from Terry is a 3-15. Column 3 and a 15. I struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley. Yes. The Reds are retired in the first, and here come the Bronx Bombers from 1961. Up to bat against right-hander Joey J. You know, the Reds in 61 kind of had co-aces on their staff. Joey J. and Jim O'Toole, lefty-righty combo on their mound for their starting rotation. Really, I guess O'Toole had a little bit better year, but Jay was awfully tough in 1961. All right, here we go. Bobby Richardson stepping in against Joey J. The pitch to him is a 463. So we're on the pitcher's card. 63 is an H8. That means we're going to do a power chart check and see what happens here. Okay, so the power adjustment for Joey J is a -2. And here is Bobby Richardson's power chart. So the first thing we need to do is to look at the power chart and get a random number generated from the power chart, and here it is. So we're going to roll our 3 dice. We have a red 6. We have a 626. All right, so we're down here, and we have column 6 for the red 6. Then we put these 2 together, 26. So we're down here. It's a 73. It's a 73. And then we subtract 2 because Joey J has a -2. So it goes down to a 71. So this is a base hit for Richardson to start the bottom of the first. Now it's Kubek. Joey J the stretch, and the pitch to Tony Kubek is a 666. All right, so it's a left-handed batter because Kubek was a left-handed batter. Column, so we have the left-handed column. Column 6. G3. All right, now, for a G3, we have a runner on first base, and that's Richardson. So we've got to look at that. And now we grab the ground ball chart. And the ground ball chart is right here. So, Gordy Coleman is the fielder in question. Gordy Coleman is a 2 at first base. There's his number. So we have to look at the chart carefully here. We have a 2 rated fielder. We have a runner on first only. All right, so with a 2 rated fielder, we have a 3-6-3 double play unless I roll a 2. So let's see what happens. I don't. So it's a 3-6-3 rally-killing, soul-crushing double play turned by the Reds. Here comes Maris with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Joey J is on a roll. Pitch to Maris is a 261. So we're on the batter's card, column 2. Number 61 is a G6. The shortstop for the Reds is a 2. That's Eddie Casco. So we're going to look at the ground ball chart. The ground ball chart for a 2 with the bases empty. 2-4 is a line out. It's not a line out. It's also not 10-12. So it's not a pop out. Roger Maris hits it on the ground to Eddie Casco, and that will retire the side as Casco makes the play to Gordy Coleman for out number 3. So no score after 1 in the books. Frank Robinson, Gordy Coleman, Wally Post. Coming up for the Reds in the second. Terry kicks and deals to Robinson. That's a 255, so we're on the batter's card. 55 is a G5. That's to Cleet Boyer. Cleet Boyer is a third base 2. So 2-4 will be a line out. 10-12 is a pop out. And that's going to be a ground ball to Boyer. He's going to glove it and fire to first for out number 1 in the second inning. Gordy Coleman comes to the plate now, left-handed batting first baseman. Get the stats up here with here's the pitch. Pitch from Ralph Terry is a 341, so column 3, a 41, G3. That's Skowron. Bill Skowron is a 1 rated fielder with nobody on base. Base is empty. Here's the 1. Roll our 2 dice. 2-4 is a pop out. 7-9 is a line out. So this will be a ground ball to Skowron. He's going to take it himself, and there's 2 down in inning number 2. And now Wally Post, not to be confused with Wally Gator. The pitch is a 155. So column 1, that's to left and deep. Back goes Yogi, and Wally Post has given the Reds a 1-0 lead. So Wally Post touches them all. He hit 20 bombs in 1961. Gene Freese comes to the plate. Ralph Terry kicks and deals. It's a 145. Column 1, 45, F9. That's Blanchard in today's game. He is an outfield 3. And I rolled a 7. Can of corn for Johnny Blanchard, and he makes the catch. The Reds do get a run on the Wally Post homer. And we go to the bottom of the second with the Reds leading 1-0. So Joey J has a lead to work with now. Wouldn't it be interesting if the Reds go back to Cincinnati for games 3 and 4 and maybe game 5 with a 2-0 lead on the 61 Yankees? All right, Berra, Blanchard, and Howard in inning number 2. Joey J kicks and deals. That's a 124. That's an F7. So that is hit toward Frank Robinson. Frank Robinson is a 3 in left field. And it's lined to Robinson, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Johnny Blanchard coming to the plate. Deadly off the bench for the Yankees in 61, but he's about their only bench player who made a real contribution. The pitch is a 334. And Blanchard goes to right and deep. Back goes Wally Post, not Wally Gator. And it's gone. A tie game at 1 as Blanchard lands that one in the right field grandstand. 1 out in the bottom of the second. We got a 1-1 game. Jay kicks and deals to the Yankee catcher, Elston Howard. And we have an S1 on Howard's card against the right-handed Jay. There's a base hit. Joey J having some trouble here in the second with 1 out. Bill Skowron comes up. Jay the stretch, and the pitch to Skowron is a 166. And so it is a column 166 is a G4. So that's Chacon. We do have a runner on first base. Chacon is a 3 fielder. Runner on first, 3 fielder. And we have a 6, 2-9, which is where we are. Safe at first base if the batter has a steal rating of 4 or better. So that would turn the double play here into a fielder's choice. Well, Bill Skowron's steal rating is a 1, so he's not going anywhere very quickly. Chacon goes to Casco for 1, and then Casco relays to Gordy Coleman for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by the Reds, and that will close out the Yankees' second. But thanks to Johnny Blanchard, they tie the game on a bomb, and we are even at 1 as we go to the third. We will have Johnny Edwards, Joey J, and the top of the order with Elio Chacon coming up in the third inning. Ralph Terry kicks and deals to Edwards. That's a 321. Column 3, 21 is a D2. So Edwards smokes this one to the right field corner. Blanchard's got to go dig it out, and Edwards has a leadoff double here in inning number 3. So that's going to bring Joey J to the plate. For our pitcher, we have a bunting rating of a 3, and we're going to refer to our bunting chart. Jay's going to try and bunt Edwards to third base, get the leading run 90 feet away. So we're going to roll all 3 dice. The red die will indicate the fielder, and the other 2 will indicate the outcome of the bunt. So it's tapped in front of home plate. We're going to add these 2 together, and it's a 7. That's going to give us an outcome of a 2 for the 3 bunter. So we take our 2 and we look down here. It's a good bunt. The runner is out. The others advance. So Joey J bunts it out in front of home plate. Elston Howard looks to third and makes the play to Bobby Richardson covering at first. And it's a 2-4 sacrifice that gets Johnny Edwards to third base with 1 out. Now, I could, at this point, elect to play the infield in. As you can see on this chart, there is an infield in chart. There is also, for that late in the game situation, an outfield in chart. But it's the third inning, so I'm not going to play the infield in. However, I wanted to show you that that is a possibility. Now it's Elio Chacon with Edwards at third, infield at normal depth, and Ralph Terry going to make a pitch to him. 1 out in the third. Didn't update my line score here. Here we go. Okay, so the pitch to Chacon from Terry is a 564. This will be on the pitcher's card. 64 for a right-handed batter is an F7. So we're going to take our fly ball chart. Now the left fielder is Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra is an outfield 3 with an arm -2. All right. So, we have a runner at third base only. Outfield 3. Batter flies out. Third base holds. The runner may attempt to score only if their steal rating is a 4 or better. Well, I can guarantee you Johnny Edwards' steal rating is not a 4 or better. So Berra's going to make the catch, and that will retire Chacon. Now it's Casco. All right. Here's Terry. And it is a 656. And BL, so it's a ball. We have a chance for another rare play check. Here it is. It is not a rare play because we don't have a total of 2 through 9. So we're going back here. And it's Casco with a 652. So it's on the pitcher's card. 52 HB1. All right. Next delivery to Casco is a 544. Chance for a hit. Going to be a -4. And we're going to re-roll for a power check for Casco. That will be a... Let's see. All right, so we have a 221. That's a 19 -4 for Terry, makes it a 15. That's going to be a single, and that will score Johnny Edwards with 2 out. It's a 2-1 Reds lead. Pinson, 161. All right, so we have a 1 and a 61 is a single 1. And are we going to push it here? Okay, so Casco is not quick enough to try and advance. Nope. So he'll stop at second. That's going to bring up Robinson. All right, 622, column 6, number 22 is a G5. That's going to be hit to Cleet Boyer, who's going to take it to the bag himself, and that will retire the Reds in the third. But they get a run on 3 hits. They leave 2, and they take a 2-1 lead. All right, we had some technical troubles. We're going to pick up our game here in the bottom of the 6th. There's 1 out. Tony Kubek is at first base. Yogi Berra is coming to the plate. The score is still tied at tied at 2. The Yankees tied the game in the bottom of the 3rd on a leadoff double by Boyer. Ralph Terry bunted him to 3rd. And he scored on a ground out by Bobby Richardson. That brought home the 2nd run of the game for the Yankees. The game is tied at 2. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Yogi is at the plate. John Jay is ready to make the pitch to him. And here we go. It's a 152. So it's column 1, and a 52 is an F8. So we're going to look at the F8 chart, the flyout chart, and it's Veda Pinson in center field. He is an outfield 2. We have a runner at first. First base only, 2-rated fielder. So we have a chance for a double play, but we don't get one. It's a flyout. If I rolled snake eyes, it would be a chance for a double play, but I didn't, so Yogi flies out to center. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. We are tied at 2. Joey J pitching to Johnny Blanchard with 2 outs. It's a 665, and that's going to be on Jay's chart. And that's going to be a G3 outcome. So we're going to look at the ground out chart. And here's that. A G3 is to Gordy Coleman. Gordy Coleman is a first base 2. And I rolled a 5, and so nothing special. That's the 3rd out of the inning. And Coleman will take it himself to the bag. So after 6 complete, it's a 2-2 game in our replay of Game 2 of the 61 World Series. Wally Post, Gene Freese, Johnny Edwards coming up in the Reds' 7th. All right, so stamina now becomes a factor for both pitchers. Terry's stamina is a 7. And so starting in this inning, every time he gives up a run, his PA adjustment goes down by 4. So, got to watch that carefully. Terry pitching to Post to lead off the 7th is a 146. Column 1, 46, SK, so we have a chance for a rare play or a strike. If I roll a 10, 11, or 12, it's a rare play. I didn't, so it's not. Next delivery from Terry to Post is a 5-15. It's a G6. Tony Kubek is a 2 at shortstop. We have nobody on base. 2 to 4 is a line out. 10 to 12 is a pop out. I rolled a 5. So it's a straight ground out to Kubek and a 6-3 put out of Wally Post. 1 down in the 7th. Freeze is up now. He's 0 for 2. Terry kicks and deals. It's a 1-15. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Terry. 2 gone in the 7th, and now Edwards could hit for him here. 186 average, but there's 2 outs. So, and he's had a decent day at the plate, so I'm gonna let him bat. 432 is on Terry's card. 32 is going to be a power check. So Terry's adjustment is a -4. We'll keep that in mind as we look at the power chart. .264. So column 2 and a 64 is a 94. That's Edwards' power check number, but we're going to subtract 4 from that and knock it down to a 90. Edwards slams a double, his second of the game, and that's going to bring up Jay. Now I've got that awful situation. Do you pinch hit for Jay here? Well, I'm going to say no. So I'm going to let him bat against Terry. 2 outs. The pitch is a 562, so it's on Terry's card. 62 is hit in the air to left field. Yogi Berra country in left field, and that's going. Yogi is a 3. With a runner on second base only. Batter flies out. It's the 3rd out, so we don't have to worry about him tagging up, and that will retire the side in the Reds' 7th. Bottom of the 7th coming for the Yankees. It'll be Howard, Skowron, Boyer, a trio of right-handed sticks against Joey J. Joey J has the same stamina. Oh, no, he doesn't. He goes to the 8th. He goes to the 8th before he has to worry about dropping in power adjustment. If he dropped in power adjustment by 4, he would actually become a +2. You follow? So got to get him out of there in that case. The pitch is a 456. That is a power check for Howard. So we're going to generate our random number on the power chart. J is a -2. This is a 554. That's a 21. -2 makes a 19. On Howard's chart, that's going to be a single. And he's aboard with a leadoff single for the Yankees. Here comes Skowron. Jay's pitch to him is a 564. We have another power check. H9. So this is hit to right. .355 is a 101 power chart number. J, we're going to subtract 2, so that makes a 99, and Skowron hits it to left and deep. Back goes Frank Robinson, and it's gone. A 2-run bomb for Skowron, and the Yankee fans are happy in the bottom of the 7th. So it's a 4-2 Yankee lead in the bottom of the 7th. Cleet Boyer coming up. Jay kicks and deals. It's a 355. And he strikes out Boyer. That is his first strikeout. And that'll bring up Terry. And I'm going to stick with Terry now that he's got the lead. But I'm also going to get Luis Arroyo starting to throw in the bullpen for the Yankees. Arroyo, of course, was the ace short man / closer for the 61 Yankees. J to Terry. It's a 336. D3S. All right, I'm going to show you the glossary so you can see what that looks like. So what you see here, we're going to roll one die. D3S means that if we roll a 1 to 3, he's going to get a double. If we roll a 4 to 6, it's going to be a single. So we have a D3S rating. I'm going to roll one die. And it's a double for Terry, and Joey J is falling apart at the seams. So I'm going to get the short men for the Reds, Bill Henry and Jim Brosnan throwing in the bullpen. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way Fred Hutchinson likes it whenever he's in the Big Apple. And it'll bring up Richardson with one out. Jay kicks and deals to Richardson. That's a 6-13. So we're on Jay's card. The 13 is an F8. Pinson is a 2. I keep looking it up, but he is a 2. We have a runner at second base only. All right, if the ball's hit to right field, the runner can tag up if I roll a 2 to 5, but it's not. It's hit to center field. So he's going to make the catch, and that's 2 down, and now Kubek. 4-2 Yankees, bottom of the 7th. Kubek with a chance to drive home Terry with an insurance run, or as they say in Central Illinois, insurance. And Joey J's pitch is a 345. So a column 345 is an F7. That is Frank Robinson country, and he is a 3. There's 2 outs, so we don't really have to worry about base runners moving. And he's out. But the Yankees get 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1, and after 7 in the books, it's 4-2 Yankees in Game 2 of our replay. Terry will face Chacon, Casco, and Pinson in the top of the 8th to lead off the top 3 men in the Reds order. Now he's on a short leash here because if he gives up a run, he loses his power adjustment. He goes down to a 0. Arroyo is ready in the pen. And here's the pitch. It's a 245 to Chacon. And that is a single. Now, I haven't talked about this, but when you have a outcome where the place that it's hit is not indicated, the home team gets to decide where it goes. So if we had a runner on base and we were thinking about, okay, are we going to try extra bases? The home team determines which outfielder it gets hit to as home field advantage. So that means that there's a serious home field advantage here because the home team can decide which arm it gets hit to. That's true if the visiting team is at bat or the home team is at bat. So the home team gets a single. Maybe there's a runner on second. They can choose the weakest outfield arm on the visiting team to hit it to. So that's a nice advantage for the home team. Here, however, Chacon is leading off with a single, and so we don't have to worry about that. Casco is up 1 for 3. Might be Terry's last batter. The pitch to him is a 213, so it's on Casco's card. 213 is going to be extra bases. Now, if the lead runner has a run rating of 5 or higher, he can try and go extra bases. He does not. So it's going to be second and third for the Reds here in the top of the 8th. That's going to do it for Terry. I'm going to bring in Arroyo now to face Pinson. So Arroyo, the lefty, is on to face Veda Pinson. Here is his card. Now, his stamina is a 2. However, for right now, he is he's in a save situation, so he gets the full -12. All right, for the power adjustment. I mixed that up. Relief power, he's in the save situation, so he uses the blue rating here, -2 for the power adjustment. Now, as soon as a reliever allows 2 runs, you got to yank him. So we got to watch that. And I'm going to say that he's charged with 2 runs. So if he gives up the 2 inherited runners, it's not clear, but I got to believe that's what it would be. Okay. All right, so he's a -2 on the power adjustment because he is in a save situation. Pinson is up. Robinson is on deck. We got a lefty-lefty matchup. We're in the top of the 8th. It's 4-2 Yankees. The pitch is a 122 on Pinson's card. Infield is back, by the way, because that runner on third means nothing. It's a G4, so we're going to look at the fielding rating of Bobby Richardson. Bobby Richardson's defense is a 2. So now we're going to consult the ground ball chart. The ground ball chart, we have runners at second and third only. We have a 2-rated fielder. If I roll a 12, there's an error. If I roll a 2 through 8, everybody advances. But if I roll a 9, 10, or 11, the batter's out and the runner holds. The batter's out and the runner holds. So Richardson knocks down a line drive, makes the play to Skowron, and everybody freezes and holds their spots. Here's Robinson now. 4-2 Yankees, 1 out. The Yankees are 5 outs away from tying the series at a 1 game apiece before we go to Cincinnati for game number 3. The pitch from Arroyo is a 455. HB4. So an HB4 tells us that he might hit him. But we have to roll a 1 to 4. If it's not a 1 to 4, it's just a ball. He does hit him. So he comes inside trying to jam Frank Robinson, but he comes in too close, and Robinson is hit by the pitch. The bases are dripping with Reds now, and it's Gordy Coleman. The infield is going to play at double play depth, however, because it's 4-2, and the Yankees want that double play to get out of the inning. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch from Arroyo to Coleman is a 143. Hey, struck him out. There's 2 gone. Arroyo with his first strikeout, and now Wally Post, not Wally Gator. Lefty-righty matchup now. 1 for 3 for Post. He homered in the second. The pitch. 544, so it's on Arroyo's card. Right-handed batter, G4. So it's hit to Chacon. And, no, I'm sorry, it's hit to Richardson, my bad. Hit to Richardson. Richardson is a 2. And there's 2 outs, and nothing here would change that. No error chance, so the side is retired. Arroyo gets out of a bases-loaded jam. The Reds leave him dripping after 2 hits. They don't score. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 4-2 Yankees in Game 2 of our replay. Joey J is coming back out, but he's on a short leash. Brosnan and Henry are ready in the Reds bullpen. Maris, Berra, and Blanchard, a trio of left-handed sluggers, are coming up. 3, 4, 5 hitters in the Yankee 8th. Jay's pitch to Maris is a 6.53. That is hit in the air to left. Frank Robinson is going to make the catch for out number 1. Yogi Berra 0 for 3. 163 beyond Berra's card. F8, that's Pinson, and that's... No, Pinson is a 2, so it's potentially an error. If I roll snake eyes, we have a 2-rated fielder, base is empty, batter flies out. If I roll snake eyes, he makes an error. I do not. Pinson makes the catch, and there's 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Now it's Blanchard. Blanchard homered in the 2nd to tie the game at that time. Now Jay is going to deliver to Blanchard. 3:32. This is gone for Blanchard. It's 5-2 Yankees. Wowzers. Johnny Blanchard goes deep. And his 2nd of the game. So that's going to bring Elston Howard, and I'm going to pull Joey J at this time and bring in Brosnan. So Brosnan, and I'm going to need to make a double switch here. I'm going to leave Brosnan will take over in the bottom of the 8th. I'm going to pull Wally Post as my left fielder. Bill Henry continues to throw in the bullpen for Fred Hutchinson. I'm going to bring on Jerry Lynch to play left field and bat 9th. Here in the bottom of the 8th. So I've made the double switch. Post and Jay are out. Brosnan and Lynch are in. Okay. 2 outs. Brosnan facing Elston Howard. Not a save situation, so Brosnan gets the -6 for power adjustment. The pitch is a 4.15. Brosnan's card. G6 for Howard. Ground ball chart. That's hit to Eddie Casco. Eddie Casco's defense is a 2. Let's see what happens. And it's a line out to Casco, so it's an L6. And that will retire the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th, but they get a big insurance run on another home run by Johnny Blanchard. So we go to the 9th, and Luis Arroyo's coming out, but you got to watch Luis here because he has a stamina of 2. So if he gives up 2 runs here, he's got to be pulled. Gene Freeze is going to lead off, then Johnny Edwards, who I'm going to probably hit for, and then it'll be Jerry Lynch. Freeze will bat. Arroyo's delivery to him is a 122. Hey, struck him out. 2nd one for Arroyo. Got him on the screwball, and there's 1 down in the 9th. But I don't like the lefty-lefty matchup, so I'm going to get a hitter up there for Edwards. And the pinch hitter is going to be boy, oh boy. I'm going to use Dick Gernert to bat for Edwards here. In the ninth, on deck is Lynch. 1 out. Yankees lead 5-2. We're in the ninth. The pitch, 566. All right, you can probably guess what's happening here. A walk, star 3, asterisk 3. We have to re-roll 1d6. It's a ball if I roll a 4, 5, or 6. If I roll a 1, 2, or 3, he walks Dick Gernert, and that's exactly what happened. I rolled a 2, so Gernert trots down to first base with his walk. Now it's Lynch, lefty-lefty matchup. On deck is Chacon. Arroyo pitches to Lynch, and that's a 125. G6 for the lefty. So we go to our ground ball chart. Kubek is a 2. We have a runner at first. This is going to be a double play unless I roll snake eyes. I did not. Kubek goes to Richardson for 1, and the relay to Skowron is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing, and game-ending 6-4-3 double play turned by the Yankees. So the Reds get nothing in the ninth. Your final score for the Yankees, 5 runs on 10 hits, and they committed no errors. The Reds, 2 runs on 7 hits. They committed no errors. The winning pitcher is Ralph Terry. He becomes 1-0 in the series. Arroyo gets his first save. The loser, Joey J, unlike real life. What is like real life is that now the series shifts to Cincinnati, and it's tied 1 game apiece. The Yankees went on to sweep games 3 and 4 and 5 to win the World Series in '61. All right, I hope this has been helpful. I'll show you this again. This is Here's the Pitch Baseball. Here's the Pitch Baseball. And if you would like the flyers with the ordering information, which you can only get by email, for this or Slam Dunk Basketball, send me an email at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com, and I'll send you the latest flyers that I have. Also, don't forget to check out channel membership on my channel. Lots of stuff, discounts on the secondary store, free PDFs every month from work that I do, and exclusive members-only videos. Lots of good stuff. The archive is building weekly. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Hope you enjoyed Here's the Pitch. So long, everybody.